Let's start with pictures from Van Meter, Iowa. You just saw the pictures there coming up on World News. Another big snowstorm in progress right now. And in Iowa, they're cleaning up from the last one and more on the way. Let's take a look at the national map. Tell you what, you're familiar with Branson, Missouri. It is a mess, an absolute mess there right now in the Ozarks. Northwestern Arkansas, southwestern Missouri. For us, light rain overnight, brief clearing tomorrow before it clouds back up again. Again, we've had some patchy mist, drizzle, light rain out there. Lake levels, we check them every Tuesday here on TV3. Not a lot going on at the lakes. 54, almost 55% for Choke. Lake Corpus Christi still full combined, about 2/3 full. A little bit coming in, a little bit being released. Again, there is some rain in the forecast, just not a lot. Live picture from the Lexcam, Harbor Bridge, Texas State Aquarium, the new Harbor Bridge under construction. 52 right now, only got up to 59. Didn't get into the 60s today. And winds, moderate breeze out of the north, 14 miles per hour. Had some light fog along the coast, nothing right now. Dense fog, though, being reported right now in Hebbronville. There will be mainly light fog before the front comes through. All right, temperature and feel like temperature. The one that pops out is Alice. It's 49 right now, but it feels like 44. Everybody else with temperatures in the low 50s, and look at the mid to upper 40s out west. And winds out of the north, mainly a moderate breeze. Had some breezy conditions at Flower Bluff earlier. All right, weak cold front with light rain. That will happen overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, look at this. Brief clearing tomorrow. Brief clearing because tomorrow night, the clouds roll back in later tomorrow, and then another round of light rain here on Thursday. So high temperatures. Looking forward to the weekend because we'll be getting back above normal here by Friday, 76, 79, 73. And the next 12 hours, look at that, pretty steady. Well, 53. We're going to bottom out at 47 in the morning, so not much temperature change. And then the timecast for tomorrow, look at this. Partly sunny and mild. High temperature tomorrow will be 67. Now, with the front coming through and the seas have been high offshore, dangerous rip current risk remains in effect through midnight tonight. Coastal flood advisory for minor coastal flooding through tomorrow morning. That's higher than normal tides, water up to the dunes, and the high tide will be in the overnight hours. And a small craft advisory in effect through tomorrow morning. Water temperature is 58. Sun up in the morning just past 7. We'll have a high tide tomorrow afternoon. And then later tomorrow, Gulf small craft caution, small craft advisory right now. Here's your 7-day forecast. Oscars this Sunday here on TV3. Well, it will be nice and mild. And I tell you, looking Saturday and Sunday, a good amount of sunshine. Looking forward to that. Update at 6. Keep it here on TV3. 3 News at 5 continues after this.